This is Stanley Mak. The title of this speech is My Wife is the Best Debater in the World. My wife is the best debater in the world. Deep down, I truly agree with this statement. Everything has a reason. Why is that? Lately, I kept thinking about it, and I found the first reason. I always lose because I always try to reason things out. I have realized, based on experience and tears, that when I'm facing my wife, never ever try to argue with logic because she firmly believes that if you explain, you are covering something up. And covering something up is the beginning of deception. My wife, like all the women in the world, loves shoes and handbags. She has already gotten more than 60 pairs of shoes. However, whenever we do shopping together and she comes across shoes that she likes, she always wants to buy them. When I tell her, "Hi, darling, you have a lot of shoes at home," she always says, "Yes, I have a lot of shoes, but I don't have that design." Or, "Yes, you're right, but this color is new to me." In the end, she is always right. Once my wife spotted a handbag that she liked, she pulled me over and she wanted to buy it. As we all know, handbags that women love all over the world have only two features. First, they are beautiful. Second, they're expensive. Naturally, women focus on the first, while men can only focus on the second. So while she was looking at the bag, I was staring at the price tag, counting the number of zeros. As I counted, I nearly broke down. I quickly pulled her aside, turned my back to the bag, and tried to persuade her. I said, "Honey, do you know what the greatest traditional virtue of the Chinese civilization is? Thrift. Look at this bag. Look at its price. Do you know how little it costs to make? Do you know how many times the margin is marked up? Calm down. Take a deep breath with me. Think about our family's financial situations right now. Our income. Buying a bag like this now, is it rational? Is it wise? Is it really the right choice for us right now? You're such a beautiful woman. If you carry this bag on the street, you attract pickpockets. If you take it to work, you attract jealousy. Have you considered interpersonal relationships in the office? Have you considered how the old ladies in the office might feel? Honestly, at that moment, I went from national values to consumption philosophy, all the way down to cost performance ratios. I was impassioned, eloquent, and logical. I was so calm and rational that I was almost convinced by myself. And then she looked at me, blinking her big eyes, and asked, "What is more important, your rationing or me? Go on, answer, say it. Your endless nagging logic, all the nonsense reasoning is 1,000 times, 10,000 times more important than me, right? In your heart, I'm not important at all, right? You don't love me anymore, right? All those things you said when you married me, that you loved me, they were all lies, right? You don't love me anymore, right?" Seriously, her tears were about to fall. At the moment, what choice do I have except to declare her the best debater and hand over my credit card as a prize? That was the first reason I concluded. Then I thought about it more deeply. I discovered the truth. She's always the best debater because she's not a debater at all. She's the judge in our relationship. She's the one who decides right and wrong, who wins and who loses, and who the best debater is. She is the judge, right? Think about it when I argue with my wife in the middle of the night, when I look at the person beside me, don't I sometimes feel like I'm looking at a judge? Of course, for me personally, I'm a debater. As a debater, think about this. Is there anything more tragic than realizing that your opponent is actually the judge? But in that overwhelming sense of tragedy, a new perspective suddenly made me feel very clearly. Think about this. As a man, I lose every debate in life, but what do I gain? I gain a heart, a lovely, sometimes a little willful, but never hiding, never pretending, the heart of a young woman. In this world, what could be more precious than a sincere heart, willing to stay by your side for a lifetime? So in debates of life, my wife is always the best debater. I always lose. She always wins. And that's simply because of love. Thank you.